Hey everyone, this time we're going to be looking behind the scenes at Tomb Raider 4 to see some of the sneaky, ridiculous animation secrets we were never supposed to know about. Right at the very start of the game, we presume that Lara is stood right behind Von Croy, but she's not. She materialises, bam, out of thin air to surprise everyone.
After you.
There's a bit of hop and skipping around in this cutscene where Lara finds a backpack. It's mostly pretty fully animated though. It's fun to see that when she yanks the arm off the skeleton, you can see the arm bone fly and stay in the corner. She does a bit of jumping around when she puts her backpack on, and then it's miraculously there, attached to her back. I think they switch her model out. Lots to see again in this cutscene.
Forget this nonsense and come over here.
With a bit of teleportation going on, Lara's moved from one place to another in an instant. It's cool to see that the iris is always spinning inside that huge globe, even before it's open. As Von Croy falls, look what's happening to Lara. But I guess this is how he really damaged his leg, falling through the structure. And he stays there, hanging underneath. Whoop. Lara's all over the place. And I've always found it funny to see how slowly these rocks start falling. Now, this little cutscene might not seem like anything special, like it's just Von Croy ordering his goons away, but where are they? Everyone is under the map to start with. And you actually see Von Croy zoom off into place. And a similar thing's happened to his goons as well, because they seem to materialise out of thin air. And they're actually just being moved in an instant from underneath the map to on top of the map. Tiny little cutscene of Lara using a hook, except she's floating around the room to begin with. And she needs that hook because she can't reach normally, but even with the hook she can't reach, so she cheats! She's cheating! That's cheating! Damn it, Lara, that's not fair. Not playing the game properly. Sliding, 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 sliding. It's just so weird. Some pretty nifty things happening in this cutscene. Lara's reading a scroll off the floor, and in a moment Von Croy will approach her. But he's not there right now on the left, so where are they? Him and his goons are stood just outside the walls, being ready to be moved into place. They pop up, she moves out of position because the camera has to be where she is, and the camera doesn't want to see her.
I see you have found the scroll we unearthed.
And yet, looking closely, you can see that Lara starts to tilt forwards for some reason in this scene. I'm really not sure why that happened. She's being moved about, but that's not the weirdest moment. The weirdest moment comes now when she phases inexplicably through a lamp. She's moved into a new position, and she runs and she dives and she does a really cool flip to the... except it's not to the floor, she's in mid-air. Von Croy's sliding his way through the wall. She's just hanging around. This is creepy as hell. Yeah, I think I'd have a similar reaction to Jean-Yves and leap out of my skin as well if she was looming in the darkness behind me.
If events were less catastrophic.
Lots going on in this cutscene with the injured general. Lara's sliding around. We're meant to think she actually puts him in the vehicle, she moves him, but she actually moves him and she teleports across the map into position next to the snake dragon. Do we know who that is? I know they said it was from their mythology. I don't know if Core took direct influence from a certain figure or monster. See, there's a lot of very complete animation going on here.
Lara, and you handle yourself Pretty well, Sergeant. You've got the codes? What now?
He's going to drive the truck full of explosives into the snake, so Lara has to get out of the way. Except, is there actually a huge explosion? Nope, truck goes through the floor, Lara falls backwards, and then a giant dragon head flies past her unnoticed into position as the camera carefully avoids it. And Lara is already in place next to the door she needed to get through in the background over there. So what happened to the rest of the models? If we explore through the floor, there we go, they've been moved out of the place, down into the darkness beneath the map, the dragon and the truck. This is absolutely hilarious and terrifying. What's she doing?
Thank God you made it.
Get out.
It never occurred to me as well how much taller than Jean-Yves Lara is. It's like she's towering over him like some adventure version of Lady Dimitrescu.
And I'm always very, very...
So if we move the camera then, Von Croy is digging in the dirt and his soldiers are just sliding around into position. He's got a bit of teleportation magic going on, he's moved into different positions. And just as a side note, this just doesn't make narrative sense. Sorry. He's using the Amulet of Horus, which has been stuck to the sarcophagus of Set for the last few millennia. Meanwhile, it was used as a key at some point to trap some Knights Templar, which weren't until thousands of years after the event of the sarcophagus. Lara's powers of observation lacking a little bit here as she's looking around, not noticing Von Croy right in front of her.
Come in, Lara. I've been expecting you. Come to me, John.
The jackals moved into position out of nowhere.
Colleague, I merely require the armor
They're such good dogs.
position, but you vigor as those around you fall. You shall
Now when Von Croy is talking again, we have the camera where Lara was, so Lara's moved out of the way, except she was moved through the ceiling and she slowly glides back down into place.
in return. They will bow at your feet.
Come on, down she comes.
Worship.
Got my fair share of that already.
Interesting to note as well that the door has already started to close before Lara's even touched the amulet key. And now she's got that, the next thing she does is dive out of a window. The window is far above her, in a different little bit of the map. It's not connected to anything. And she dives into the darkness. Not the water. Lara's magic bullets, she isn't even in the line of sight of this giant scorpion. She's sliding backwards across the floor, it morphs through a wall, reappears. Bit of teleportation. And finally, this poor injured guy offers Lara some keys, which she clearly does not take.
From these abominations.
And that's your lot as far as Tomb Raider 4 goes. I really thought there would be more, considering how many cutscenes there are, but the majority of them are really fully animated. Or they just show Lara being placed in different places, which isn't all that interesting when you can see some of the weird things she's just done in this. Pretty soon I'll be releasing a new video that shows you how to do this so you can explore at your own leisure. But for now that's pretty much it as far as this little series goes, because we can't look into Tomb Raider 5's cutscenes in the same way just yet. Hopefully one day soon, who knows. But yes, at some point I will be doing the same for Angel of Darkness and Legend, because I think those are the two remaining ones that were animated like this. See you next time!